all races are below them, Asian. Like supremacy comes in all shapes and colors, guys. All shapes and colors.
You're saying you're not, but you can't criticize us.
They're
You're
right.
doing the same shit about shit right now.
Because
I don't have to be. I don't have, see. Here's the thing. Hey, Baldy, age of 47, relax.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Age of 47, relax.
No.
Here's the thing. I don't have to be white to be able to identify white problems as to why you guys have the problems that you guys have. Clearly, you don't have the platform or the ability to tell these women to get back in the kitchen. So guess what? Now I got to do it for you because you don't have the platform to do it.
Damn. All that.
What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, Myron. Yeah, so I'm a white nationalist, white supremacist.
All right, cool.
I was here. I debated Destiny a few months ago.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, so I don't agree with you when you say that none of us exist. Obviously, I want to deport the non-whites. I want to get rid of the blacks.
Well, I didn't say you guys don't exist.
Okay, so
I said that it's not like a viable excuse anymore to claim systemic racism.
But we are real, right? You agree white nationalism and white supremacy is real?
Yeah, it exists, but it's not to keep anyone from success is my argument.
Do you support white nationalism?
I support any group's people to actually.
And here's the thing, though. I get what Myron is saying. Is like this guy right here being a white nationalist does not keep any black person, Indian person, Chinese person away from success. If anything, these guys right here should motivate you to be any more successful than you are right now. But no, guys like this who think like this aren't stopping you in any way, shape, or form. I know that's what Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar want to tell you, but that's not true.
Nationalism. I've been very vocal about this. I think if people want to be nationalists, people want to be Mexican nationalists, people want to be nationalists in general, and they love their group of people, that's fine. Yep. I've always thought it was weird how white nationalists can't be white nationalists without being called some pejorative term or, lose job opportunities. Meanwhile, other groups of people can be nationalists with no consequence. Yeah. So I think
no, I always did see that as weird too. Like the black nationalists, like literally black people who believe it is okay to outwardly hate white people. I mean, just for being literally white. Of course, there's the historical context to come into it, but at the end of the day, they literally just hate white people for being white outside of slavery and all this good stuff. Because I mean, there's really no way you should be hating the newer generation of white people for what their ancestors did. And especially since a lot of them actually reject that past, and you guys still want to find a reason to hate them, still call them white devils, still be mean, still be disrespectful towards them. I'm like, yeah, you guys are white supremacists. And here's the thing. It's not like black people don't have their own history of slavery, but I don't ever hear those guys talk about that. But here's the thing. If it's okay for somebody to be a black supremacist, then yes, I do also feel like it's okay for somebody to be a white supremacist, Mexican supremacist, nationalist, whatever you want to be. I don't care. As long as you don't get mad when my people do it. I won't get mad when your people do it.
I think every group of people should be able to be proud of their skin and their heritage.
So that's going to be a civil war, right? If there's black nationalists, white nationalists, Latino nationalists.
No, that's not going to be a civil war. It's just going to be it's just going to be mutual respect. It's like, all right, you like being your race. I like being my race. I'm not going to try to sit there and tell you, oh, you should let me be a nationalist and belittle your race because wah. I mean, how wild does that sound? So what, you're telling me if we all have pride in our race, we're going to get into a civil war? That sounds dumb as hell, or else we'd have been in a civil war already. But man, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like I said, guys, some of these guys are that far gone.
Nationalists, that's just going to be a civil war, correct?
No.
Well, I think that there's ways to mitigate that and exist in harmony. I mean, Lincoln Rockwell had a great admiration for Malcolm X.
Nationalism literally means we don't want to live in harmony. We want to have our own nation.
Well, you can do that via segregation. You can do it via. There's other ways to go about it, but
so with the Civil Rights Act, we want to repeal the Civil Rights Act. You are against that, correct?
I just don't think that's a viable that's a realistic option in 2026.
So repealing the
I understand that you want to repeal it, but we have to be realistic as like
all we can say. Shout out to my man Noah. He says NASA is releasing details about their moon-based program. Yeah, I heard about that one too. I heard about it. I heard about the complications of it. They're deciding what crater and all this good stuff. They're saying, honestly, the real best place to land on the moon is probably at the poles or something like that. Hey, I was reading about that. I was like, I hope we actually somewhat commit to that. We need, like I said, we need to go ahead and prove these flat earthers wrong. And then also, he's like, they also hate us because most of us can't season food, which is, well, I ain't gonna lie, white people, there's more seasonings than just salt and pepper. Like, I'm telling you that right now, there's more to life than just those two seasonings. I know y'all know this. Like, trust me, especially the white people in the South. The white people, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the white people in the North. Like, there's something up with y'all in seasoning. But the white people down South, yeah, y'all got it. Yeah, y'all know what y'all doing.
Are you really going to be able to repeal that in 2026 and beyond?
I actually think we will. But
okay.
Do you think that's more or less likely than repealing the 19th Amendment?
Well, the 19th Amendment, you know, I think that's if we want to talk about the 19th Amendment, that's actually created a lot of the issues that we have. But I think, yeah, we'd probably be able to repeal I think it'd be easier probably to repeal the 19th Amendment.
Okay, but once we repeal the 19th Amendment, the entire reason that white nationalists want to do that is because then won't vote and then we'll win on white nationalism, correct? Isn't that the entire goal?
I don't know about that, man. I mean, the reality is that you know, whites are, you know, dropping off when it comes to the majority. And then
my bad, dog. I forgot to give you the celebration real quick. Let me go ahead and give you the quick one. And shout out to my man Noah for the support, guys. And yeah, guys, if you want, you know, your own little celebration, so far I got about 3 of them. I got this one as well. I said I'm going to throw this one in there. America, baby. All right, let's get back to it.
We want to stop that. We want to get rid of the
Of course, I get that. I get that. But the other reality also is that many of the whites aren't going to vote for that. Right? Like, this is a very small subset of people that believe that way, which again, this is the beauty of the United States of America. We can have this discussion, you know,
so you
First
know the
Amendment.
JQ arguments, right? And so one of the JQ arguments, I watched your video with Louis Theroux, the behind the scenes. You mentioned a lot of JQ arguments, but the one that you didn't mention was the whole idea that immigration is. Do you believe that immigration is?
That was brought up, but he actually cut that out.
Okay.
We did a lot of discussion. He cut out, like, we did hours of discussion. He cut all that stuff out.
So you believe that are trying to replace white people in America? Is that correct or no?
I would argue there's some truth to that. Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
I would. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because they don't practice that in their own state at all.
And so you don't think that we should stop that, or we should continue it, or what's your opinion?
Well, I think immigration needs to be at this point extremely selective if we're going to.
We're already a minority. If we don't do mass deportations, what's the point at this point?
Again, you're going to argue from that perspective because of your perspective, and
am I right
understand.
Or am I wrong?
Yeah, well, then you can make that argument, but I do think that there is some merit from bringing.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though: the mass deportations that me and Myron are asking for is way different than what you're asking for. You're asking for the mass deportation of anybody that's not white, regardless of, you know, regardless of citizen status or immigration status. You want us all gone. Like, what we want is all the undocumented undocumented immigrants. Sorry, guys, but we want all the undocumented immigrants gone. We want all the terrorist cells gone, and I'm gonna be real with you. We also want all the H-1B visa guys gone. And we don't want them gone because of their race. We want them gone because it's undermining your everyday American. Your everyday American could be black, white, Hispanic, Asian. They're being undermined regardless. So I'm gonna be real with you. I'm more for the American people than just about one select race, because the American people comprise of many races. So I'm for that, not just one race.
And people from other places that have some skill set.
Like, okay, so do you support legal immigration? Do you not support it? What's your opinion on that?
So I think immigration works, but it's got to be. We have to fix it. We need an immigration moratorium for several years. We need to have. We need to fix our visa system. We need to fix our border. We need to fix the sanctuary city problem. We need to fix our asylum issues. We have so many problems when it comes to immigration. It's literally a quagmire. It's a disaster.
So which people would you actually allow into America?
I would go off of more of a O visa type thing, where we would want people that are exceptional, that are really good at what they do, where we can't necessarily replace that skill set here. We don't have that skill set.
So a bunch of high IQ, like Chinese, is that what you, like, which nation?
Yeah, we would want to bring in the best and the brightest, and, you know, obviously be able to compete with some of our adversaries.
White people in America with Chinese people, is that correct?
Well, it's not necessarily about replacing. I think
no, it's about bringing. Here's the thing, and I believe in bringing the necessary skills here, but we don't need 85,000 H-1B visas for that. We probably need about 2,000 highly trained guys who can come in and train our guys and get the F out later. We pay them handsomely. I mean, we pay them more than what we usually pay. They come through, they train our guys, and we do the reverse. We do the reverse of what they were using the H-1B visas for. How a guy would come in and train a guy from India so that guy would replace him. No, what we need to do is bring in an expert from India or China who's pretty good at what we need them to do and train our guys let them train our guys so they can replace his ass and then send his ass back home with hundreds of thousands of dollars in his pocket. Like, I'm all about compensating them. I'm all about letting them, ride off into the wind with some money, but I'm not with them replacing, American jobs. And I'm not with them coming over here in high numbers to undermine American scholars. I'll never be with that, especially when you could do it my way and just bring over a couple thousand of some highly trained immigrants, train our guys and send their ass back, and everybody's good.
Dilute.
So here's the problem. Let me be blunt about this, because I've had this criticism of white people and white men in general. You guys have to get your women in check.
I know.
You guys don't have your women in check.
I agree.
Let's talk about white people. You guys don't have your women in check at all. White men in general don't want to date white men. A lot of them, are totally cool with being. A lot of them put off and push feminist propaganda.
Here's a crazy thing. Like these white nationalists want to be mad at us, but then it's like, the liberal white woman is literally the worst thing that's happened to America. And I mean, that's something that we can agree across the board, like black people, white people, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, but we'll all sit here and agree, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, white women are low key to stain on this society. And I'm not white women, but white liberal women. Sorry, white women. White liberal women, I'm talking about your far left white liberal women, are literally the ones causing all the problems, literally the ones causing all of this guy's problems when it comes to immigration, mixed breeding, and all this other stuff that he hates so much. So it's just so funny how he's over here mad at black people, mad at immigrants, but it's like, dog, your people are the ones who promote this the most. They're the ones who's pushing this and ushering this forward, even when people like me and Myron don't even want it. And we're the brown guys here. Apparently, we're supposed to be supporting this, but we're not. And it's your people, your women who's doing this, who's supporting it, who's allowing it. So please, like, what do we got to do with that? Why is your hatred directed towards us when your own people is propagating this, perpetuating it, and now it's our fault? Okay, whatever.
By they tend to be very impressionable. You guys need to get your women in check, and that is why you guys have the birthing crisis.
Shout out Jet. Yeah, the Karens. It's the Karens. Not all white women, but those Karens.
Guys have is because white men don't necessarily subscribe to having children young, having big families. They'd rather pursue,
So actually, the reason that I'm here is because when I was on Twitter, all the Wignat chicks told me to come here and to ask you to stop on. That was actually the original argument I was supposed to have.
No, we need to continue on them because they're the reason why you guys are getting replaced, quite frankly.
Okay,
so you should
literally that, like, you do need to shit on them, because it's like, tell this brown guy to stop talking about us white women. You white women ain't having enough kids. For the first time in American history, the minorities across the board, so the minorities have pretty much outbirthed white people for the first time. What does that tell you? That after all this bitching you guys are doing about immigration and being taken over and all this white fragility bullshit, you guys are not doing anything about it, but complaining and being hateful towards other groups of people for something that you're not willing to fix yourself. It's like, it's irritating. It's weak. It's pathetic. It's like, that's why nobody respect y'all, and nobody ever will.
Be having this discussion with your white women. To be honest with you.
I mean, like, look, so you're here on white women, is that correct?
Yes, a lot of them subscribe to progressive ideologies that are the reason why you guys are quickly declining
Myron, listen,
citizenship.
You're not white. Sorry. We don't need you talking to white.
No, that's I know, my bad. No. But no, you do got to hear about how the KKK and these white nationalists talk about mixed breeding. It's like, those goddamn mixed breeders. It's like, well, you mixed breeding? You mud shark? Like, whoa. Like, yo, like, bro, do you see how these white nationalists attack their own women, white women? It's kind of funny. Like, so what? You attack these white women for dating outside their race. What you think they're gonna do? They're gonna double down. Like, women have a pretty rebellious spirit. I mean, once you low key go against them, they low key double down on shit. It's annoying, but it's what they do.
Trying to interact with them at all,
and that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. I don't need to be white to give a. See, here's the thing. You're behaving like a black person now. You're tempting out. You're literally behaving like a white person. You are behaving like a black person. So here's the difference. See, here's the funny part.
It's kind of funny though, huh? A white supremacist using a black supremacist argument is absolutely hilarious, Because yeah, he's pretty much saying because you're not white, you can't speak on our problems. Well, black people say the same thing. Black supremacists and they don't gotta be supremacists. Black people just say it outright. Since you're not black, you can't speak on us. White man pretty much saying that. Well, since you're not white, you can't speak on us. I mean, okay. So I guess it's just supremacist mindset of you're not willing to hear no criticism from your own, or you're just going to call them a race traitor, or from outside your own, or else you're just going to say, watch your damn mouth, you're not white. Like, so AKA, nobody can check you.
I criticize people. They'll sit there and say, like you're saying, you're not, you can't criticize us.
They're
you're
right.
doing the same shit about shit right now.
Because
I don't have to be. I don't see. Here's the thing. Hey, Baldy, age of 47, relax.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Age of 47, relax.
No.
Here's the thing. I don't have to be white to be able to identify white problems as to why you guys have the problems that you guys have. Clearly, you don't have the platform or the ability to tell these women to get back in the kitchen. So guess what? Now I got to do it for you because you don't have the platform to do it.
Yeah.
So the reality is that, look, man, you can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say. You can be a white nationalist. Cool. I actually fight and defend for your ability to do so. But if we're going to have this discussion about white replacement, etc., well, who controls and who are the gatekeepers to sex? It is they want. So stop complaining, stop crying, because you sound like a right now. Let's be honest. You have a victim mindset. Stop being a pussy. Get out there. Tell your stop subscribing to. Start creating families. Start going in the church. Start getting some white babies.
Can I respond?
Sure.
Okay. So look. To some degree, I actually do agree with you. But here's the thing. The problem here is that, yeah, we white people, we got to figure out what the roles are going to be for white men, white women. The problem is I've talked to a lot of white folks. We don't want your Muslim, get the women back in the kitchen, put a garbage bag on their head. We don't want that. So when you're promoting that stuff, that's never going to work for us. Do you understand?
Bro, are you an idiot? I mean, bro, I'm sorry, but what are you a liberal white supremacist? Like, because that's also conservative Christian teachings as well, is the man go out and provide, the women stay home and take care of the children. I mean, that's just across the Abrahamic religions. That's not just Muslims. So to sit there and make it seem like it's Muslims that only want that, I mean, dog, have you not heard these Christian men? Oh, we want to go out there and work. We want our women to stay home, take care of the kids and all this good stuff. I mean, we want it too, dude, not just the Muslims. It's kind of stupid how you guys think that it's only Muslims that want what? Submissive housewives? Like, how wild is it to sit there and say there's only Muslims that want submissive housewives? Isn't that kind of wild? So what? We're all just beta males that want complicated women? Like, no, it's across the board.
Stand that?
Promoting Islam?
Yeah, you're Islamic. We don't want your Islamic values.
Actually, if you watch my podcast, I don't really talk about religion ever.
Your literally view of women is basically Islamic, correct? That you hate them?
I would no. Actually, I would argue that.
I'm sorry, but that's a wild view to have of Islam. It's like, no, the view of Islam isn't really to hate women. And now there's some scholars in there that belittle women. They don't hate them. They just are chauvinistic towards them. And I guess you can call that misogyny, but not really. It's not like they're going out there to literally hurt women. They're just saying that, well, they don't believe that women are smarter than guys. They don't believe that women are more capable than guys. So because of this, women must be sheltered and taken care of. I mean, I know a lot of the liberal women are hearing this and going, oh, how dare you say that about grown women? We are much more capable than that. And of course you are. We know this. But to the Muslims, it's a little different. And you know what? I don't really see them as hating you. I think there's this babying you. You guys are taking it as hate, to be quite honest. I mean, Muslims telling y'all to stay in the house, take care of kids, and live your soft life. Apparently, us Christian men or this Christian society is telling you to go out there to the workforce, fuck kids, fuck family, and work for the corporations. Which one sounds more oppressive to women? You tell me.
What are you, Christian?
No, I'm an atheist.
And you're an atheist?
That explains everything.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, this guy just hates everybody, including God.
And while I'm here, Myron, also just for the record,
God is blood. I don't worship him. No, Jesus wasn't there.
Myron, one more thing I gotta tell you.
So yeah, like
1 second. Let me just say one more thing.
My thing is because you're coming in from a position where you don't know. I don't promote Islam. I'm actually very I respect religion. I understand religion, but I kind of find it funny because Islam, Christianity, the Abrahamic religions in general kind of solve this problem. So maybe you might want to find God.
I hate them all. No.
Okay, that's the problem.
I mean, then why don't you just bring up Abrahamic religions in general then? Just bring up Abrahamic religions in general instead of just trying to make it about Islam. You made it about Islam because Myron's a Muslim and you were trying to get to him emotionally. But let's be real, you just make yourself sound stupid, ignorant, and then once you say you're an atheist, it's like, well, then, bro, what are you even bringing up religion for? You don't even believe in any of this. So like what? And it's kind of funny. He does look like one of the types to realize that Jesus was a brown Jew, and after that, he was like, I just can't do this no more. I can't. Like, yeah, bro, I'm sorry, but yeah, your religion does revolve around a brown guy. Shout out.
You might want to find God, and that would help you.
But no, listen, your view of is basically Islamic. You hate them. You want them to wear garbage.
No, it's based on all the Abrahamic religions. Devout Christians, and devout Muslims would agree with me that women need to be subservient to men. That's how it's always worked.
Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, shit, we got the Karen. Let's go.
I literally have no idea who you are.
Okay, so I don't know what just happened. Entitlement. She just cut the.
You see, I'm sorry, guys, but it's the women that look like this. What, you know, probably a little bit more color, rainbow color in her hair. She's missing the rainbow colors. But yes, women that look like this that low-key be destroying America. I'm just gonna keep it real. Yes, these are the type of women that low-key destroy America, that vote for open borders, that vote for more socialist policies, egalitarianism, all that wild stuff. Yep, it's these women right here.
Line, whatever. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say? Age of 47 or no?
Who are you?
Age of 47.
Yeah, one more thing. I'm 1/4 Ashkenazi. Just FYI.
That makes sense. Very. That makes sense. A white nationalist, that's crazy, bro. Hey, guy,
crazy, because he did just say, well, is it immigration a Jewish problem? I'm like, I mean, we can, let me explain what they're talking about, okay, guys, because this is going to sound pretty damn wild. So in the documentary Europa, and this is where a lot of people get this from, but in the documentary Europa, which talks about, Jewish supremacy and taking over the world and all this wild stuff, they do say that the Jewish elites are using black people and other minorities, and they're pushing them into white countries in order to not only destabilize those white countries, but to replace those white people through race mixing. And this was the idea that they were putting out in this film, is that, yeah, it's because Jewish people are using black people and mainly black people and other minorities as biological weapons to destroy the black race. And that's their thinking.
Yo, you guys better not let him in. He's trying
to say black race or white race. Oh, yeah, okay, white race. Yes, they're using black people as a biological weapon to destroy the white race. Yes, that's their belief.
And infiltrate and subvert, man. Everybody knows if it comes into a white nationalist group, you guys are cooked. FBI is looking.
What is your name? If you're literally going to stand here, if you're going to sit there and tell them that they need to get back to the kitchen,
they do.
State your name.
You know what's kind of funny? No,